What is wrong with the Yeezy Boost 350 lights? Hey everybody, I am Actorus and welcome back to the only channel on YouTube that covers in-depth videos of cars and sneakers, and today we're going to be answering that question. But really quickly, be sure to like and share for that YouTube algorithm, as well as subscribe. Any support would just be awesome. Now I'm going to go ahead and unbox these bad boys. Alrighty, Yeezy 350 box. Alright, the Yeezy 350, nothing has really changed about the box since these things first came out, so not a whole lot to talk about here. It just looks like a cardboard box with 350 and Boost on the side of it, and it has a slidey thing for it. So just gonna go ahead and slide open these shoes, and whoa! Honestly, my first impressions with this shoe is this has got to be one of the better 350 Boost I've seen in a long time. Now 350 Boosts, I have to say, have been really dull recently, but these ones are actually kind of nice. Here is a closer look at the Yeezy 350 lights. Some background information: these sneakers released on the end of September of 2021 with the retail price of $200. Excuse me, $220. Forgot that extra 20 in there. But yeah, and this is the first time Kanye is using some color changing materials to the Yeezy 350. Very interesting. I'm gonna pop up a video what that kind of looks like right about now. So yeah, really cool and interesting, and you would think there'd be more hype to these sneakers, but they're not. And the resale value of these sneakers are actually lower than I expected. So let's figure out what's wrong with this sneaker, and I'm gonna go and talk about the styling right now. Starting with the sole of this shoe. Now the Yeezy 350 show has not changed at all for many years. It's been the same thing for many releases. We have that grid pattern in the front with exposed Boost, coming to the back with more exposed Boost, and also it says Boost right there on the heel. But on this release, it has kind of like that faded pink, or that light orange, or that soft pink as many people will describe it. It's really nice, and it goes with the overall theme of the sneaker. Coming up to the midsole, also nothing has changed much here. We got those flowy lines and that jagged texture going down the rubber midsole of the sneaker. But also on this release, it's done in kind of like an ivory, or like a faded yellow, as I would like to describe it. It's more like a faded yellow to me. Now this Yeezy 350 features an all upper prime knit, all done in kind of like this ivory cream color, which is really nice styling. It gives like a subtle white look to the sneaker. I really like the return of the upper prime knit. It seemed like they were kind of like trying to move away from it with the new mono pack that they came out. That Yeezy 350 featured like a static mesh that had like an organic look to it. The organic look was cool, but I prefer the feel of prime knit. It gives more like a warm and cozy feel whenever you have the sneaker on. And this prime knit was kind of like the updated style of prime knit, so it has a bunch of different like patterns stitched onto it. Really nice. And it being the updated styling, we have a translucent stripe going down the side of the Yeezy. I really like this because you can mix and match different socks to kind of change up the look of the Yeezy, so it kind of adds like some customization to your styling. Really nice. This Yeezy 350 also has that awesome stitch stripe going down the middle of the sneaker. Really dope. Follows all the way to the back of the sneaker. And while we're on the back of the sneaker, we have a pull tab on this Yeezy. Now, my personal opinion, I love the added bonus touch of a pull tab on a 350. It just gives a little bit more flair to the sneaker. And this one is done in mesh, that plastic mesh that you would see on the mono pack. But it's just a little subtle touch right here on this Yeezy 350. But it is done in that light orange I've been talking about. Now, of course, in the sunlight, you see more of that light orange kind of glow up the stripe of the Yeezy. But since the sneaker may not always be in the sunlight, it's nice that we have more added orange to the sneaker with the thumb tab. Really quickly, I want to talk about the laces of the sneaker. The sneaker only came with one pair of laces, and it's in the same color as the uppers to kind of match it. Now, I think it should have came with like a second pair, or maybe it should have came with like an orange pair to maybe give a little bit more contrast. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Let's round off the styling of the sneaker by talking about the inside. Now, I love the inside of 350s because they have a lot of nice pattern and stuff that make the sneaker very, very comfortable. Also, one of the only style cues on the sneaker that kind of resembles Adidas is right here with like the Adidas stripes, also done in that pretty soft pink. But there is an interesting thing done with the sneaker, and that's with the insole. Now, it is ivory, but the text that reads out Adidas Yeezy is done in like an orangish red. I say this is weird because it doesn't really match the other colors of the sneaker, you know, it's kind of its own thing. You don't really get to see it because it's the insole. But yeah, I just thought that was weird. And so that kind of wraps up the styling of the sneaker. Overall, it's really great. It's really clean, it has a lot of subtle touches, and that color changing effect is wicked cool. And also the quality of the Yeezy 350 never fails. I mean, the awesome soft prime knit, the detailed stitching, the comfortability of the boost. I mean, this is one premium sneaker, which really makes the Yeezy 350 worth the $220 retail price. If I had to score this sneaker between numbers 1 and 10, I'll honestly give this sneaker a good 8 out of 10. It's a great Yeezy 350. Maybe not be the best released ever, but it's certainly one of the better releases in a while. With that being said, why is this sneaker not doing that well in the aftermarket? You know, I thought this sneaker would probably be a $300 to $400 sneaker, but yet on StockX, it's sitting just under $300. Not even, it's under $250 on most sizes. But why? What is wrong with the sneaker? Well, I'll tell you something. The Yeezy 350 cliche is kind of over, you know, it was a really big trend, and I think Yeezys in general are just dying. No one really cares for Yeezys anymore, and that's because they just became really oversaturated. They weren't special anymore. They kept coming up with a lot of dull releases back to back, a lot of restocks, and Yeezy 350s just kind of started to fade away. Another problem of the sneaker is it kind of released at the wrong time. You know, it was the end of September and fall was coming up, and this feels more like a summer or a spring shoe. You know, it's not really in season, so a lot of people are of course not going to be buying this sneaker. Because I was thinking about how I would style the sneaker, and all my outfits would be more spring or summer related, you know? So I'm going to go really quickly talking about how I style the sneaker. If you're buying the sneaker, go true to size, or maybe size up just a little bit to have a little bit more wiggle room. You know, I always feel like Yeezy 350s fit a little snug. Anyhow, the sneaker has pretty tremendous wearability. It has a lot of neutral colors on it, so it should be easy to style with almost any outfit. And the colors I think would work best with the sneaker is maybe some gray shorts and an orange t-shirt, or maybe flip-flop with some orange shorts and a gray t-shirt, something like that to give a little bit more, you know, theme throughout your outfit. You don't even have to match it with orange, really. It could be, you know, gray shorts, black t-shirt, white t-shirt, gray shorts, you know, just all neutral colors for this sneaker. Anyways, that's how I would personally style this sneaker. If you guys have any better suggestions, please let me know in the comments. I really would love to see it. Now, lastly, I'm going to talk about the future of this sneaker. Now, I think this was a great release at the wrong time. Maybe next springtime or summertime, if the Yeezy 350 name will hold up, the sneaker will probably do better in the aftermarket. But if the Yeezy 350 straight just dies on us or continues to go down, I don't really see the resale price of the sneaker continuing. However, overall, I think this is a great sneaker. Although it may not be very popular, I certainly think it deserves to be. And maybe next spring or summertime, time will tell, but I think maybe one day the sneaker will hit over $300 and maybe approach $400. Once again, hopefully by next spring or summertime. And now my final thoughts on the Yeezy 350. It's one of the better Yeezy 350s I've seen in a long time. I think it's really cool. The concept is really cool with the color changing stuff. That's really dope. And it was just not released at the best time. This was back then, the sneaker would have a lot of hype to it. And I think that really there all is to it to this sneaker. So the Yeezy 350 Lite. What'd you guys think about it? Comment down below your opinion, like and share for that YouTube algorithm, and last but certainly not least, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.